Hi, Greg Flaherty here with Penny Realty. So I get asked the question a lot, what's going on with the real estate market in San Diego? So right now in the year 2022, real estate in San Diego is kind of going off the rails, if you will. I call it the year of the seller and the year of the landlord. So in the last 12 months, sales prices here have gone up about 27%. In some of the coastal markets, it's up like 32 to 35%. So that's the fifth highest increase in the nation. So there's five main reasons why sales prices are increasing so fast. Number one is the home builders. They can't build homes fast enough. One of the main problems they're having is just tradespeople and the availability of them. They're just not out there and available for these home builders. So they have a labor shortage. There's also supply chain issues. So we've got a client that they need a dishwasher for a new home. They can't get the dishwasher they want for 1 year. So supply chain issues are a problem. Number two, the pandemic. The pandemic has caused a lot of people to start working from home, and people have now discovered, hey, if I can work out of home and work anywhere, I want to live in San Diego. Item number three, millennials. Millennials are now at that home buying age, and they're out in forced buying, a lot like the baby boomers were back in the 1980s. The fourth thing, interest rates. So a year ago, interest rates were around 2.5% to 2.75%, like an all-time low. And so that caused a lot of people to get out there and start buying. Now they're up to about 4.7, 4.8, and probably soon to be over 5%. But people are still out buying like crazy. The fifth thing, and this is probably the biggest thing, the sellers don't want to sell. And they don't want to sell because they know it's going to be really hard for them to buy on the other side. So that is causing a problem. So right now we're experiencing probably the most severe shortage of housing in the United States that maybe we've ever had, certainly in the last 30 years. So a lot of people are also asking, how's the rental market doing right now? So it's dynamic and there's very high demand for rentals. So rent prices in the last 12 months, they're up 18% here in San Diego. So you may be wondering why rent prices aren't up as much as home sale prices. So there's two words for that, and that's a rent cap. So state of California has instituted it's a form of rent control, and they've capped how much landlords can increase rents in the range right now of 9 to 10%. So if and when you have a vacancy, you can readjust to market value. But if you have an active ongoing tenant, the most you can do is 9 to 10% per year. So without this rent cap, rent prices probably would have gone up about 30%. So there's no telling how long this is going to continue, but there's an interesting recent survey out. It was by Fannie Mae, the U.S. government housing agency. And they said per their survey that 67% of folks believe that now is not a good time to buy real estate. But in spite of the results of that survey, people are still out in mass looking to buy. And in the immediate future, the next 3 to 4 months, there's no sign of a slowdown. I mean, demand is far exceeding supply, and we're still having bidding wars like crazy. So most of the respected real estate economists, they're predicting a soft landing by the end of the year. We define soft landing as around a 5 to 6% increase. So that's a lot better than the continuation of 30 to 35% rent increases or sales price increases. If you have that year after year, you're bound to have a major crash in real estate. So if you're a seller or a landlord, enjoy the good times while they last. If you're a buyer or if you're a tenant, I'm sorry, but we have very challenging market conditions right now. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any questions, call me, text me, email me. Greg Flaherty here at Penny Realty. Thanks.